Democrats' big, beautiful blue wall might be crumbling. Axios out with a new piece on how Kamala's electoral college firewall is slipping away. It says, quote, top Democratic politicians and operatives tell us the vital states of Wisconsin, Michigan, and Pennsylvania are getting tougher for Vice President Harris and the party's Senate candidates. Democrats also say that Kamala's media blitz was a dud. Turns out chugging brews with Colbert and helping Howard Stern cope with his Trump derangement syndrome didn't help move the needle. And even the Democrats' hype man, James Carville, is sounding worried. Listen.
Only thing I feel is the election's coming November 5th. And I'm scared to death, and I'll get a time to, obviously.
You're not in a reflective mood.
Not in a particular reflective mood right now. I'm very, very concerned about
what is Harris?
I hate this ugly piece of shit, dude. Why the fuck do they trot this demon around still, dude? I don't understand it. I just don't get it. He offers no good takes. Like, he just sucks. He sucks so much. Like, isn't James Carville's most notable position, aside from recently writing an article about how he can't fuck his students because of woke, is that he literally slut-shamed Bill Clinton's victims? Like, that was his technique, his incredible technique of silencing the people that were speaking out against Bill Clinton. What did he say? He said something like, I could get $20 bill. Yeah, that's right. I'm a Louisiana Democrat. That's why I'm a unique individual. Drag $100 to a trailer park and there's no telling what you'll find. Been seeing liberal family members commenting how they loved Liz Cheney inclusion and hope she's on the Kamala cabinet. Lamau. See, that's what that was for. That's who that was for. People that were already voting for Kamala Harris.
What need to do with the month left?
They need to be sharp. They need to be aggressive. They need to stop answering questions and start asking questions.
Would you like to see her do more press conferences?
I'd like her to put more things in play.
All right. I want to go to Jessica first because it seems like this is an emotional issue for you. But I'm going to go to Greg instead. Greg, I want you to just ponder everything you just heard, Jessica. How concerned are the Democrats really, or is this just typical Democrats freaking out?
I do think that you're seeing evidence of the media slowly turning on Harris because not of her.
What is that fit, my boy? What are you doing right now? What are you doing? I mean, that's unacceptable, okay?
Her politics or her lack of policies. It's that she appears to be losing. So it's like, that's a different kind of political analysis. It's not like they're equally critical of Trump and Harris. When they criticize Trump, it's because they want him to lose. When they criticize Harris, it's because she's losing. They don't want it. It's weird, though. You aren't seeing Republicans becoming Democrats, but you're seeing a lot of the reverse, Hispanics, blacks, young people, and it's because they realize they've been lied to. So
Hasan, I love you, homie, but glass houses, you're running on the old me, okay? Don't get duped by the old school agenda of Hasan doesn't fucking blast fits. I have had 0 misses, maybe a couple near misses, but I've had 0 misses on the fit game, on the John game in the past year and a half. Okay? Straight up. No, don't fucking say copium. Don't fucking say copium. You know it's true. You know it's fucking true. Y'all are sad, okay? Y'all are sad and sorry. Chad is always your biggest haters. Yes. Some of your fits are atrocious. Point to one, motherfucker. You wear the same outfit? Oh, wow. I didn't realize it was a problem to put that shit on consistently. No. Stop tilting. I'm not. But I will stand on business. I will 100% defend the truth. I've been putting that shit on. Tank top merchant? Sure. I mean, this is a fit. What do you mean? People talk about like, oh, I got this piece, that piece. This is archive Yoji Yamamoto. This is fucking archive Maison Margiela's, okay? This right here, that's a pivotal part of the fit, okay? Are you kidding me? I spent more money on this shit and more fucking time and effort on this shit than copping a unique archive piece. Yeah, I'm gonna fucking rock it. Mid 24/7 tank top is not a fit. I literally had to take off the actual sick shirt that I had on specifically because I almost died because I sneezed so hard. I almost had a cramp. Not almost. I had a cramp that almost killed me. Let's continue.
much about bigger issues. They've been manipulated, whether it was Russian collusion, Find People hoax, drinking bleach, Hunter's laptop. I think they realized that their side, and they're going to find out everybody lies. But right now,
This was a bad fit. Okay, see, desperate. You're desperate. You're desperate. You're reaching. You're reaching.
now they are finding out that their side lies. Pretty soon, that's the first level of awareness. And then
Your tastes are discarded because you cannot appreciate Greg Buttfeld auditioning for president of Iran. Okay, that is the staple Ahmadinejad. He's got the look of a reformist. He's got the look of a reformist who will be quietly cast aside by the Ayatollah. Oh, it's good.
Then when you get out of there, you're going to see, wow, everybody lies about everything, and then you're going to be free. That's a true based red pill. But if you look at what the Democrats focus on, it's removed from real life. You know, parents concerned about trans activism, they always side with the activists. They're concerned about men identifying.
Atrocious fit? What? How is that a horrendous fit? This is a horrendous fit. Okay, that's from 2018, dog. Get the fuck out of here. This is not a fucking horrendous fit at all. What are you talking about? Ain't no way you're telling me this is a good dude, come on, brother. Are you kidding me? Are you trying to get me fucking banned? What's wrong with you? Why are you sending me that? Jesus Christ. I gotta stop clicking on fucking dummies in the chat. It's because you tucked in the shirt. Yeah, you gotta tuck it in.
Identifying as women in women's sports, they side with the perverted grifters. When citizens are concerned about gas and food prices, they say it doesn't exist. Remember that? They said there's no inflation. And when they're concerned about crime, they say it's going down. So if you look at the two parties, you have one that is living in some fantasy land and another one that is almost obsessed with reality. To a fault. Republicans are obsessed with reality, crime, immigration, inflation.
Dog, what are you talking about? It is just the opposite of what he's saying.
That's as real as life gets.
Dana, the polling numbers are still tight. They've been tight. I've still been confident for quite some time. All of a sudden, the Democrats don't seem confident. What has changed?
I think they're all seeing the same things that we're seeing, which is that the momentum is going in Trump's favor. And part of the reason is because Kamala Harris's media tour is having the inverse effect of what they wanted. The more people see her, the more they're thinking, wait, I don't think I can do this. The numbers are what they are. And for a long time, I've believed that whoever this race ends up being about is the one that's going to lose. Because people know who Trump is. They might not like him, but they know his record, and they might think that, well, at least things were better back then. And if this is my choice, and I don't know her, but what I see of her, I'm not confident in, they won't have it. But it's not just the poll numbers. This was an astounding thing I noticed today in all of my reading that I did today. Do you know how many Democrats are out there saying all these things she needs to do? Here's a small list. I just did this off the top of my head. They say she needs to have another debate. That's not happening. She needs to do more interviews. That's not happening. One said she needs an energy plan. One said she should do more town halls. I know she's got one or two, whatever. They said she needs to have an event specifically for black men. Then she needs to have an event specifically for Latino men. And then she needs to be more interactive on the ground with the voters. And she needs to do more fundraising and on and on. And every article I'm reading, that's all the things that she should do that she can't do. It's like when Harold would sit here and say, Joe Biden should come out and say this, or he should do this. And I'm like, Harold, that's not happening.
Yeah, screw Harold.
This is like three.
In your face.
It's three. Yeah, in your face, Harold. You're not even here. There's 3 weeks left of the campaign. Yeah. When do they think she's going to do this? And I think all of them are doing this right now to be on record as saying, I told you.
Yes.
Yep. Right? Charles Blow, for example, in the New York Times today saying these are all the things she needs to do. She's not going to do those.
Right. Jay Mart, also in the New York Times, Dana.
Oh, my gosh. There was a whole, no,
Huge.
Political magazine.
Same thing.
No, well,
No, it's not.
It's so close.
But I read the whole thing of all the things that she should do, and that's to get on record because they think she's going to lose right now.
So, Judge, when the Democrats are giving advice to the top
Let Jessica speak, bro. She's back. I need my queen to restore faith in democracy. I need my queen, Jessica Tarkov, to come in and start swinging at motherfuckers. I need her to come in, and I need her to defend the Democratic Party's chances, okay? I need this.
Democrat, that's when you know they're losing.
Well, think about it. She made history by raising $1 billion in 80 days for a presidential candidate. That's unbelievable. And that's going to dampen the fundraising, okay? And I understand that it's so close in Pennsylvania that she's going to spend $350 million on ads in Pennsylvania. But here's the thing. We talk about there's supposed to be that beautiful blue wall. Kamala was supposed to be the surefire winner, but we weren't supposed to know that she couldn't speak or she couldn't respond or she couldn't do an interview. We weren't supposed to know that because Donald Trump was supposed to be in jail or worse.
Or worse.
And that was the thinking. We were never supposed to know how inept she is at all of this, whether it's signifying or conveying a sense of empathy. Now, also, this whole idea she takes for granted the blacks and the minorities as well as the blue-collar worker. And with the realignment of this group with Republicans, because the Republicans are now the party of the working class, they're not trusting her. She's the one who said the border was secure. She's the one who told them that there's really no inflation. And finally, this whole idea, she's trying to get men back by saying that Emhoff and Waltz, that's true masculinity. I dare you to take a poll and put together Donald Trump and J.D. Vance against Emhoff and Waltz and ask who's going to win in terms of masculinity. They even have to redefine it. Americans aren't feeling it.
I don't think you want that competition. He has beautiful eyelashes, but J.D. Vance looks like he's wearing eyeliner most of the time.
But he's not.
How
dare you?
How dare you? I know, and maybe the couch story was real.
And you know what? Waltz said he was carried weapons of war. He was in Bagram. You want to talk about it?
Donald Trump of working class fame on his golden toilet. Let's not do this again. So you are correct.
Get him! Shred queen. Golden toilet. Oh my God, my queen, she's back. They silenced her for far too long. They silenced her for far too long. They were worried about the smoke that she brought.
Tightening poll numbers have sparked concern in Kamala Harris's presidential campaign as Donald Trump gains ground in critical battleground states with the election entering its decisive final phase. Amid a turbulent news cycle marked by 2 devastating hurricanes in the US and growing fears of escalating conflict in the Middle East, The Guardian's 10-day polling average tracker shows Harris, the vice president and Democratic nominee, holding a narrow 2-point lead nationally, 48% to 46%, over her Republican rival as of October 10th, a drop from her 4% lead just 2 weeks earlier. More troubling for Democrats is the outlook in the 7 key battleground states that are likely to decide the outcomes: Pennsylvania, Michigan, Wisconsin, North Carolina, Georgia, Arizona, and Nevada. All 7 states show razor-thin margins between the candidates, with results falling within the margin of error. Harris holds small leads in only 3, fractional advantage in Nevada and Michigan, and a slim 1-point edge in Pennsylvania. Meanwhile, Trump has slight leads in the remaining 5 swing states.
Back to the premise of your question, Jesse, we like being scared. We run better when we're scared. This is our comfort state, and I'm thankful to be in this position versus your red wave vibe that you had before it all came crashing
Would
down.
you rather be Donald Trump right now, or would you rather be Kamala Harris?
I would never rather be
You know
Donald
what I'm
Trump.
talking about.
Oh, God.
Would you rather be Donald Trump right now, or would you rather be Kamala Harris?
I would never rather be
You know
Donald
what I'm
Trump.
talking about. In this position, would you rather be Trump or her?
The reason that I would rather be Kamala Harris is that he has to depend on low propensity voters to show up, and she has to depend on high propensity voters to show up. She has to convert people to voting for her. She has to get those moderate Republicans. But Donald Trump needs to be on the Joe Rogan.
Yeah, I mean, okay, I'm out. Okay, that's the extent of my defense for Jessica here. Like, technically, she's right, but that, I think, is a devastating gamble for Jessica. Was simping on the timeline. Love my husband, but damn. Okay, Jessica. Okay, Jess. Okay. Husband's in the cuck chair today.
Rogan circuit or the Andrew Schultz circuit to get people who don't typically show. And that's a steeper challenge. That's my honest answer. I think you like it. You're making the good face.
I just can't argue with it because I don't want to.
Okay, great. So
I'll handle it.
okay, so for all
Greg,
of
will you
the,
take this one for me?
Why does the Fox News team have her on? Are you kidding me? That's the 5. It's good. You got to have, guys, a lot of you are too young to know what Hannity and Combs was, okay? Sean Hannity, before he had the Hannity Report or whatever the fuck his show's called, I can't believe I don't know the name of it. I watch it all the time. Used to have Alan Combs as his partner. Alan Combs was the liberal that would get ritualistically humiliated on that show. Was it Crossfire? I think no, Crossfire was Tucker Carlson. That's different. So Hannity and Combs had the show. Sean Hannity was so insane on the show, he gave Alan Combs cancer. Okay? And Alan Combs died of cancer because of what he had to put up with, I suspect, at Fox News. Okay? But Fox News has always had like the liberal guy that they slam. With Jessica, I think she holds strong. She's not just like the person that they bully and yell at, like she fights back. So can't handle the truth. I've given straight saucy truth. Look at what I commented. Oh, he's back. Okay, he's definitely just looking for attention. Independence of the smartest. Perfect government, social utopia cannot exist because we don't live in a perfect world. Maybe there's all problems in the world that someone like Messiah, Antichrist can come and solve all the problems. Okay, this guy definitely is not like a real, he said saucy truth. Like he's just LARPing. Fuck you, dude. Why'd you have to ruin the fucking meta? Okay, next time, if you want me to actually believe that you're like kind of like that, you have to do way more typos. You can't be as coherent. And you can't say stuff like, I'm giving you the saucy truth, liberals. You ruined the immersion.
She's wearing me down.
For all of the good news that there has been for Trump, and it definitely has felt like a vibe shift this week, he still only gained 0.3 points in the polls, and Nate Silver was tweeting about that today. And there were some really interesting things in the New York Times Siena poll. So not only was she up 4 points, and that had been one of her worst polls, but now abortion is in the top 3 issues. And we know if abortion is in the top 3 issues, that favors Democrats. They also found that Kamala has support from 93% of Democrats, but Donald Trump only has support from 80% of Republicans. And
but there's more Republicans than Democrats.
Oh, okay, but actually,
I didn't hear what you said, Dana.
She said there are more Republicans than Democrats, and we can talk about that, but it doesn't mean they're necessarily being affiliated. Doesn't mean that you're going to vote that way. And Blueprint had a new survey out where they found that 36% of Nikki Haley's vote.
I think there's been more new Republican voters, like new registered Republicans are in larger numbers in swing states, but that's it. The media says the Dem strategy is a winning one. They did. Now they're saying, oops, maybe it's not a winning strategy. Republicans ain't winning popular general elections in decades. Yeah, that might change, man. Never know. If Dems keep lasering on this like mythical Republican moderate guy, you never know. Listen, you look at the education gap amongst men and women, and you recognize a problem there. If attaining a higher degree increases your likelihood of being a Democrat over a Republican, and more people are not doing that, that's a problem for the Democratic Party. Anyway.
Voters are going to back Harris. Only 49% of the Republican Haley voters are going to back Trump, down from 64% in 2020.
A lot of numbers, Jessica. A lot of numbers.
Yeah, that's how elections
there might
work.
be a shy.
What? Oh, dude, come on. God, Jesse, you're such a fucking ginormous idiot, dude. Lot of numbers. Oh, I can't believe you're bringing up polling data. I don't like numbers. God, you're such a fucking freak.
Kamala vote.
Like, he's just given up. He knows he can't. He doesn't have a counter, so he's just like, oh, well, that's boring.
There might be, or a loud one. And like in Wisconsin, where she appeared with Liz Cheney, the biggest group of undecided voters are moderate and Republican-leaning undecideds. And so you bring Liz Cheney out there, the Adam Kinzingers of the world.
Yeah, this is a failure of this is a failing policy that she is defending here, for the record. That's why they're laughing at her.
Is he going to cry? Is he going to cry if she doesn't win?
If she's depending on Cheney and Kinzinger
Kinzinger.
I think this thing's, what's his name? I'm sorry.
Kinzinger.
You're not sorry.
Kinzinger.
No, both of you are
It's
wrong.
a hard name to pronounce.
It is not.
Kinzinger.
And
Is
it's
it-
Jonathan Martin, not Jay
Gur.
Bart.
Not Gur.
Who
Kinzinger.
cares?
Yeah,
No
I'm
one
sorry.
cares
Doesn't matter.
about him.
I'm sorry.
That's your favorite thing to say.
I'm not sorry.
It's true, though.
Marjorie Taylor Greene. Who's
All right,
that?
Jessica, okay, we gave you your time. Please, let's sell some ads. Ahead, a Dougie Dine and Dash. Tim Walz and Doug Emhoff grab coffee and walk away without paying. Click here.
That's awesome. That's what they're covering. That's so sick. Oh my God. Oh, it's so much fun. Hello? Doors open. Why does she even do this? She's actively harming the Democrat reputation. I'm a simple man. I see Jessica on the clip. I leave. I'm a retired lineman talking to my local union and other unions around the states. I'd say more than 3/4 of us are voting for Trump. For Trump, let the lineman stay in his hotels for free in Florida is the talk all over town right now. The fact that Carville wants Harris Walls not to answer questions speaks volumes. Jessica is blind. There's a silent group for Trump, not for Harris. Can't stand Jessica. She's so freaking blind. Get her off. Oh, that's great. Jessica calls it a vibe rising for Trump. I call it common sense. Americans are tired of inflation and wars. Go figure. Jessica just moved to the View already. She'll fit right in with the cackling hands complaining about Trump for an hour. Donald Trump is about to experience the greatest voter turnout in U.S. history. Note to self, from now on, if Jessica is at the table, skip the whole video. Wow, she's attacking JD because of his eyelashes. Jealous she is. No one wants to hear from Jessica. It's a choice. America or socialism. Vote Republicans, not communism. Communism. I don't understand why people say they don't like President Trump. I really like President Trump. Tarlov is insufferable. Judge Jay takes no prisoners. Here come the judge. Here come the judge. Vote the right way. U.S. Trump, U.S. When Jessica totally run out of any excuses, she used personal attack. How low? Oh, that's great. Former President Donald Trump provided 275 linemen from the Florida Power and Light Company with rooms at no cost at the Trump National Doral in Miami, Florida, ahead of Hurricane Milton. Jessica, give it up. Why do you only use Southern accent for people with conservative opinions? It's honestly harmful stereotype and implies that anyone with a different opinion from you is uneducated, especially because you just talk normally with anyone with left-wing opinions. You're just trying to make people with different opinions sound stupid when they're not wrong. What? I really hope that there was a top of the hour ad break debate in there. Let's watch the coffee. I think it's like when President Trump visits a restaurant, he pays for everyone. Yeah. That's socialism, baby. Running 3-minute ad breaks at the top of the hour and expecting others to foot the bill by subscribing. Here's a 3-minute ad break now.
I'll wait for your tea. I feel exposed right now.
It kills me that those are probably just chatters, dads in the YouTube comments going off. They're brave American patriots defending the American heartland.
Thank you so much. And someone will be up here today. It's okay. Right? No, well, no, like he's coming. Thank you so much.
Wait, so I'm confused. So someone else paid, like from the team. Like they didn't even like clip chimp it. This has 79,000 likes. Dude, do Republicans just like, do they not respond to visual stimuli anymore? They just like it's a 28-second clip. What? This doesn't make any sense. I don't understand it. Like, I truly don't understand. They do this with me too sometimes, where they'll literally be like, they'll try to clip chimp me, but then fail to clip chimp me. And then they'll show the full context and people will still respond to not what I'm saying, but what they think I'm saying. And it's just like, dude, you didn't even watch the clip. Like, how am I expected to have a conversation with you? Please watch.
I snap my fingers. You'll forget that you were ever gay.
I was never gay.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, no, stop.
Yes.
No, stop. You can't. I was never gay.
Okay.
No, I was never gay.
Sure.
You can't just state something, then snap your fingers and then be like, I was never gay.
If you say so.
If
That was good. Yeah, I'm convinced he did that. He really did that shit, bro.
Donald Trump pledged to rescue the Denver suburb of Aurora, Colorado, from what he described as bloodthirsty criminals and the most violent people on earth, claiming that immigrants are destroying the fabric of the country and its culture. Aurora, which has become a focal point in Trump's campaign speeches leading up to Election Day, showcases how the former president has ramped up his xenophobic and racist rhetoric against migrants and minority groups, whom he falsely suggests are genetically inclined to commit crimes. The perceived threat posed by immigrants is central to Trump's closing argument, as he promises his supporters that only he can save the country from what he calls animals, stone cold killers, the worst people, and the enemy from within. No longer focused solely on immigrants out through measures like building a wall and banning Muslims from entering the US, Trump now asserts that migrants have already invaded the country and are destroying it from within. This serves as a basis for his second-term policy agenda, which includes building massive detention camps and conducting mass deportations. During his lengthy speech on Friday, Trump targeted Venezuelan migrants in Aurora and stated that he would invoke the Alien Enemies Act, allowing the president to round up or remove people from enemy nations during wartime to go after migrant gangs and criminal networks. If you found this video informative, then make sure to hit the like button and subscribe to this channel for more videos like this, and thanks for watching.